Hi guys, so I've been Slapchop painting for about the last 3 months now, and it all started with these chaps, and that's my orc kill team. And even to today I'm still so surprised that this technique works so quickly, so easily, and well, I'm able to paint miniatures like this. Yeah, absolutely love how these look. Obviously the tones, the highlights, the shadows in their skin is just, well, it's just amazing. And say, I never thought I'd be able to paint to this sort of standard. I know obviously a lot of people will look and think, oh yeah, a lot more could be done, and yeah, you're probably right. But I say for me, this is a very happy standard, and considering how long it takes, or how short it takes, yeah, I just love Slapchop painting, and I'm going to continue Slapchop painting. So that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. And I'm continuing painting the figures I need to make my Warhammer 40k chess set. So I've got these lovely big guys, the Primaris Aggressors, and these are going to make up I was going to call it tanks, not tanks, the castle thingies, you know what I mean, the big chaps on the end that can go sort of forward, backward, lefty and righty. So these lovely chaps were sent to me by Chaos Cards, so yeah, a big shout out to them because they've sent me a lot of miniatures for me to be able to make this chess set, because obviously it's quite expensive buying Warhammer figures, as I'm sure many of you people are aware. And once the chess set is complete, I am going to pop down to Chaos Cards down in Folkestone in the UK, as I'm going to leave my chess set there for a little while so anyone can sort of pop down and see it. And while I'm there, I'm also going to do, well, like a little mini painting session. So I'll be giving details out soon, guys, when I will be going down. And obviously if you are in the area, then yeah, it'd be lovely to see some of you guys in the flesh, so to speak. So I've been rambling on there and not saying what I'm obviously doing in the video. It's kind of self-explanatory, as you can see, usual thing. Get all my tools sort of to hand that I'm going to need, and generally it's obviously the clippers, the scalpel, and well, and some glue. And then yeah, cut the figures out, or the parts out even, and then usual kind of thing, clear up any sort of mould lines or any areas where they were attached to the sprues, just by using my scalpel. So the one I've got is fairly blunt, but it still does the job on obviously sort of taking away any sort of rough bits that shouldn't be there. And then good old glue. Yeah, so someone did mention in one of my previous videos the differences in the glue, and I say the one that I've got is this extra thin, which apparently you could just put the two pieces together and then sort of put the glue on the outside of the join, and then good old capillary action sucks it in, and yeah, it'll glue the bits together. Although they did also mention that obviously there's another Tamiya sort of just normal fin, which doesn't smell as strong or as bad. Yeah, because this stuff is quite potent. So yeah, if you're painting lots of miniatures in one sort of sitting, you may want to wear a mask because this stuff is quite smelly. Oh, there was one thing I forgot to mention about Chaos Cards. They are currently doing a discount. So there's a discount code down below, guys. It's CHECKMATE, all capitals, and you can get 5% off any order over £30 on all their miniature range. So yeah, link in the description, guys. Go send Chaos Cards some love. As I say, they have sent me well, quite a lot of figures, which I know obviously mount up in price. Plus the other good thing is all the miniatures they've sent me, obviously I've used lots of bits for the chess set, but I've got a lot of sort of spare bits in the old bits box, which is pretty awesome, as I can then obviously do some kit bashing, which would be pretty cool and pretty fun. So yeah, guys, go and show them some love, and yeah, if there's any kit bashing you want to sort of see me have a go at making, by all means let me know, because say one thing I do sort of, well, not exactly struggle with, but sometimes I'm not too sure what kind of things to make. So yeah, if you guys suggest some things, then that can then give me some ideas of yeah, what to try out. So these guys, absolutely love them. I do love Space Marines anyway, because they are sort of relatively big and chunky, but these dudes are extra big and extra chunky, which is why I thought they'd make the perfect castles on the chess set. So as you can see, obviously I only need the two of them, which is why I was saying about the old bits box. So I've got a third one left over, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, Slapchop, here we go. So primed in black, dry brush grey, dry brush white, and then yeah, just paint the things as normal. And obviously these guys are primarily blue. So yeah, these two chaps didn't take long at all. And yeah, so I absolutely love these paints. So I'm using the Army Painter Speed Paint Magic Blue. This is the same blue that I've been using on all the well, all the other Space Marines. So obviously I want them all to look the same. And yeah, so very simple, these guys. Obviously all the blue. There's a little bit of gold. There's a little bit of silver here and there. And yeah, a little bit of red that I use in their eyes and on their, is it purity seals? I can never remember what these things are called. So I've never really played, well, I've never played Space Marines at all. And kind of prior to starting this this chess set, I had never really sort of assembled or painted these kind of guys. But yeah, so I absolutely love the look of these. And once these are done, so don't forget guys, I will be going down to Chaos Cards in Folkestone and dropping this off and leaving it there for a good month or so. So if you were in the area and you wanted to go and have a little look at this, yeah, by all means pop down and see it. So you guys have been suggesting some Citadel contrast paints that I can use to sort of get the same effect as obviously the gold here, as well as obviously the silver. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the contrast paints at the moment, but as soon as I do, I will try and do an entire sort of paint job in contrast paints. Because obviously, as I say, there are a few colours that I do sort of normal paints, and that's obviously the metallic ones. And there's a few other little colours, and then I'll normally do a little bit of a wash over the top. Someone did ask in one of my previous videos what size brush I use, and to be honest, I have no idea. When it comes to brushes, I just buy the cheapest sort of brush set I can, and then I'll just use obviously the smallest sort of brush in it for very fine work, and a larger brush, or still a small one, but a small brush for the washes and anything where there's a large area. So I'm getting a little bit better with the transfers going on. It's the old case of practice makes perfect. So they are still quite fiddly little things, and sometimes I do end up moving them around and moving them around and moving them around. But now I'm getting a little bit better at obviously putting them on, leaving them. Once they dry, then I can use this microsol stuff, which is just awesome, as obviously it helps flatten them out because it kind of dissolves them a little bit, or softens them up, maybe is probably a better word rather than dissolve. And yeah, a couple of layers of just painting this stuff on, leaving each one to sort of dry, and then there you go, lovely and smooth transfers, which is pretty cool. So yeah, these guys obviously all done now, and honestly these guys didn't take me long at all, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, love how they've come out. So usual thing, obviously get them off these the painting handles, because I need to get them onto some clear bases and get them on the chess set. So the clear bases I use, I get from Fluid 3D Workshop. Again, there's a link in the description, guys. Obviously, as you can see, a whole variety of sizes, thicknesses, which is great because it makes it a lot easier then on this chess set to distinguish between the pawns and obviously the more important characters at the back, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, just a little dab of glue. I always sort of take off a little bit of the excess, put them in position, leave them for a good 15-20 seconds, and yeah, we're good to go. So now I've only got the queen left to do. I've currently got the queen, or the figure that I'm going to use for the queen, sitting on my desk. So that may well be the next video that comes out, and that'll then be the Space Marines sort of side completely done. Obviously the king's looking nice and big there, and the orcs. There's 4 more figures to do the orcs, and then that should be done. So I'm looking at getting the whole thing done in the next sort of week or two. And yeah, then I'll be going down to Chaos Cards in Folkestone sometime sort of middle of December. Well, that's kind of my plan. And yeah, as you can see, it's 3D printed. There is a box sort of shape on the inside made from MDF, very thin MDF. And once this is complete, as in all the figures are painted, then I'll be releasing or making the full video of how I've made this, the chess board. And yeah, I can't wait to sort of show you guys how that was made. Again, nice and easy, but yeah, I think it looks really, really good. I just want to say a big thank you to all my patrons and my sponsors, Easy Roll of Dice and Any Cubic, for helping sort of fund this channel and making it possible for me to keep on buying the bits and pieces that I need, which is awesome. So cheers, guys. I will be doing a video soon showing all the sort of the basic gear you need to get into this hobby, as in sort of like the paints, cutters, scalpels, basically all this sort of the basic cheaper stuff you can need just to get started. And I'm looking at trying to sort of get a little pack together where it's about £40, and yeah, you'll have everything you need to start sort of getting miniatures, painting miniatures, and enjoying the hobby. As you can clearly tell, I absolutely love this hobby. I love painting miniatures now, which is pretty awesome. So guys, don't forget to leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you might want to see me do in the future, or even if you just want to say hi, I'll say hi back. Okay guys, that's it. You'll take care. Bye for now.